Okay, so first up, Chuck O'Dale, just back from his travels. There you go, Chuck.
Thanks, Brian. Great. Yeah, we just got back, and Brian offered to give me a couple of minutes, so here I am. Eric Kajal and myself, we just came back from northern Quebec from a little hole in the ground that is kind of semi-famous. Just zoom into it there, Chris. Yeah, just back out. You see where it's from. We're exactly where we were. So Eric and I flew up to that general area in my little airplane.
Now, what you have to realize is every one of these images you're just seeing now, all these maps, it looks like a map. Chuck took all of these over here.
Yeah.
I didn't think that Cessna would get quite that high.
We had a real good thermal that day. But we had a trip of a lifetime, I'll tell you. Eric investigated the heck out of trying to get in here. We've tried every method, and believe it or not, there's an airport there now, and it's a park, and you're allowed in. So the park, or the airport itself, is right about where Chris's hand is there. It's not on the Google Earth yet. They haven't updated it.
You got to use the term airport very loosely, eh, Chuck?
That's right, yes. We'll show you a picture of that some other time, but it's about 900 feet long. I could get my Cessna in there, but I don't think I could get it out. But that walk, what I'm going to show you in a bit, was from our campsite, right where the airport was. Eric and I stayed out in the tent, minus, my water froze one night. And from there to the lip, and then around and back is just over 19.38259 kilometers, but who counts?
What you don't see in there is the boulder field we had to walk across.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Okay, next one, please, Chris. Or I can do it, can I? Yeah, there's the boulder field on the rim itself. It just gives you an idea of how big this crater is. These are people over there, and I'm standing here. We're going down, this is about 50 feet down. I'm looking almost straight down this little ravine here. And the history of it, back in the 1950s, Dr. Mean from the ROM and a guy named Chubb, he was a geologist, flew up there. Chubb thought it was a kimberlite. He was looking for diamonds. And Mean, being a geologist, pretty well saw from the pictures that it is an impact, and he wanted to go up there to prove it one way or the other. The proof actually was not confirmed until about the 1960s when impact melt was discovered. So actually the 70s, I think. But anyway, from the early 50s through, they rejected just about every other means of making this hole in the ground except for an impact. And they finally did resolve that it is an impact from the impact melt. Argon dating 1.4 million years. But from here, try to throw a rock into the crater. I've done it. Eric has it proof on the video, and the rock got about here. I'm getting a little bit older. Let's see, next one, please. So here's, we're walking, the cliff, you can see the slope of the cliff here. We're actually walking down to the crater, not the floor. The floor, again, is as deep as the rim is high type of thing. So the water's about halfway. It's actually the deepest lake in Quebec. And we're walking down, there is rumors that it's the second clearest lake in the world, and I just wanted to prove it for myself. So down we went. Next one. Oops, not that one, sorry. This one I took just to give you an appreciation of, from the top of the rim, if I stood there, I could not see the crater and I could not see the outside. From this peak I was on right here, it was about the only time you could actually see the inside of the crater and the outside. It just gives you an idea of the magnitude of the rim here. And again, the depth of the water is from that peak, from that water down again. So it is a very, very deep. Research has been done on the floor, digging through the sedimentary layers of the history, the geologic and the climate history of our area for the last thousands of years or so. Because the glaciers never touched that, they actually skimmed over it. So that's pristine sediment down there they can research. Next one. Yeah, here's the lake itself. Look how clear it is. Now, as I said, it's the second clearest lake in the world. The other one, probably the sixth decimal place, is clearer. It's in Japan. But this is crystal clear. Though this here is about 10 feet deep.
Wow.
Yeah, it just blew me away.
You go swimming?
Oh, actually, one of our hikers took his boots off and put his feet in the water just to cool off, and it was too painful. It was about 5 seconds. That was it. Foop, out he came. It's just barely above 0 degrees Celsius. Next one, please. And this is an idea of the rock field that we had to climb over. I'm looking straight down into the crater from here. Now this is a talus slope, which is 25 degrees or so, about the most stable you can get naturally. If you just drop a bunch of rocks and they'll form into a pillar or a pyramid. Well, this is the wall of the pyramid, almost straight. It's almost. I'd have to go down on all fours. You can't walk down on 2 legs. And these rocks are very unstable. Some of them, you touch them and they'll just fall down, so it's very dangerous to climb down this. I think that's the last one. Is that the last one? Oh, there we go. And this is an idea, looking along the crater, how steep that actually is. I'm going to put an article into Astronauts to show some more geology of it. There was no bedrock displayed in the crater that I could find. There was a couple of parts in the canyons that I took pictures of. But about 5 kilometers away from the crater, I found a bedrock area. If you notice in the Gatineau, you see a nice piece of bedrock. It's all nice and smooth in that. Well, this one was shattered from the impact, and it was about 8 kilometers away. It gives you a very good indicator of the power of these things when they hit. 1.4 million years ago. Anyway,
Is the boulder field related to the impact, or is that just from glacier?
that's a good question. Now, the boulder field itself is just local. It's spread around, and it may be about 10 kilometers away. It's just tundra. So the boulder field is local rocks that were probably shattered from the impact. And of course, the glaciers came by and just mixed them all up. So what you're seeing there is a talus slope of the glacier melt. The glaciers, as they come, they pick up the shattered rock and move them around a few feet or a few kilometers. So this type of boulder field was from our campsite to here. So Eric and I had to climb over all these boulders to get here. And that in itself is, well, it's 2 miles. And it was a hike in itself. But this is very dangerous climbing down. Where I showed you that we climbed down to get to the clear water was about the only place in the crater you could safely walk down to. But walking around that was an adventure of a lifetime. And Eric, thanks for organizing it for us. Great stuff. Thank you very much.